Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Amirul bin Yusri. Student ID is 2017596451. I am FSR student. Firstly, I would like to thank both panel for taking the time to listen to my digitized proposal presentation. The title is The Effect of Post-Activation Potentiation Sprint Swimming Performance in 20 meter for amateur level athletes. This presentation will include some introduction to the topic, problem statement, research objective, some literature review, and I will discuss the methodological section in depth that will cover research designs, data collection protocol, sampling technique, instrumentation, and I will end the presentation with data analysis technique. Now we go for introductions. Let's start with some introduction of the topic. As we know, swimming is one of the sports that already compete in a high stage such as Olympic. If we can developing the children to improve their performance during child, we will have a bright future in swimming event. Hancock, Spark, and Kuhlman said PAP, which is post-activation potentiation, can improve the performance for swimmers. It also said during PAP, fatigue subsides at a faster rate and potentiation of performance can be realized at some point during the recovery period. PAP also can amplifying the muscle action potential and consequently the athletic performance. PAP can reduce fatigue and followed by period of potential force production capability. Next slide is problem statement. To our knowledge, only few studies has said to investigate the effect of post-activation potentiation for sprint swimming performance for amateur level athletes. They also said that they are been studied in jumping and sprinting running for a long time, but few studies investigate in a sprint swimming for sprinting. Furthermore, they also said that there are no effect between PAP for sprint. So, with my research, I want to determine that have no effect or there are effect for PAP for swimming sprint. This study will embark on the following objective: to compare between pre and post Tumbleton push performance following PAP exercise in amateur level swimmers, and to compare between pre and post for 20 meter swimming performance following PAP exercise in amateur level swimmer. For the slight significance of the study, this study is expected to benefit a number of stakeholders including athletes, coaches, and performance analysis. A further understanding of the effect of post-activation potentiation, which is PAP, sprint swimming performance in 20 meter of amateur level athletes. Using this study, swimmers could improve their performance. Furthermore, the knowledge of the effect of post-activation potentiation sprint swimming performance will help to develop future evidence-based physiological aspect for swimmer. For the literature review, however, it's known that when an action-induced acute fatigue, it may be followed by a period of potentiated force production capability, termed as post-activation potentiations. PAP can be explained by enhancing the neural activation of the spinal cord. It also includes an increasing in motor units stimulation or recruitment, enhanced motor units synchronizations, and decreased presynaptic inhibitions. By increasing the motor units, it can make the muscle to get ready during the actual competitions. PAP benefits are more effective in optimal recovery time is given after the conditioning activity because the optimum performance occurs when the fatigue has disappeared and the enhancement still exists. From Breed and Young 2003, they are tested the effect of resistance training on vertical jumps ability on the grab, swing, and a rear weighted track start in swimming. The analysis revealed the resistance training improved performance in dryland tests. PAP is providing a conditioning exercise that is as similar as possible to the real actions. The relationship between high intensity resistance exercise as a method of a conditioning and higher PAP effect might be seen from this result. Now, we will proceed to the methodology part. This study will employ a descriptive study design where I will conduct an experimental to identify the effect of PAP among swimmers at the Tempat Country Club. I will consist the pre and post, it means before PAP and after PAP. Next slide is sampling. Purposive sampling will be used for data sampling. Based on Saramian, Turner and Greenhalgh 2015 table for determining the sample size, a sample size of 16 is needed to present a research. I plan to recruit 16 participants to account for the dropout rate of 20%. This is the Saramian, Turner and Greenhalgh sample size estimate table that I used to calculate the sample size of this study. This is the journal that I take from the data sampling. The requirement athlete that I note, which is first one, the age is 12 until 18 years old. Second, the boys, I will take boys and females. Third is has the ability to swim, freestyle and breaststroke and free from injury. For the instrumentations, I will use the measuring tape and stopwatch for the test to measure how far the athlete will glide after push the wall during the tumble turn and how fast the swimmer can swim for 20-meter sprint. For the data collection, firstly, I will seek authoritative the permission from the Tempat Country Club coach to do the research on the player. Then, I will explain to the participant about the study consent form and giving PAQ. The subject will be given a familiarization about the sprint 20 meters test. The test will sprint 20 meter and they need to swim freestyle. Okay. For the warm up and drill, they need to do a warm up for 100 meters swimming. Then, after 4-minute rest, they will do for a pre-testing for 2 times every 4-minute rest. After 4-minute rest, they will do a conditioning exercise, which is PAP, which is 8 reps of dumbbell and lunges, 8 reps of dumbbell lunges and rowing for 5 minutes. After 2.5 minute rest, they will do a post testing for 2 times after 2.5 minutes for post 1 and after 5-minute rest for post 2 training. Then I will collect the data analysis. For the data analysis, I will use independent t-test will be used to determine effect of post-activation potentiation sprint swimming performance between pre and post. Analysis of the data will be conducted using the IBM statistical package for social science. 25 with statistical significance will be accepted at P0.05. These are all the list of reference for this presentation. That is all from me. Again, I would like to thank both panels to taking the time to listen to my digitized proposal presentations. Thank you. Assalamualaikum.